Welcome to my channel. Please enjoy the video.
What is going on, my tea sippers? So I'm here to make this video, and please excuse me because I have a cold right now. Now, I want to let you guys know that today was a very good day, and R.Kelly got right what I wanted him to get. But what people were failing to realize, and I guess some people in the beginning thought I was crazy when I was telling you guys that Aaliyah was all in that trial. Aaliyah's spirit was here, and it still is. Check this out, guys. R.Kelly's trial was held in New York, and that is where Aaliyah Hunton is buried, along with her father, Michael Hunton. And like I said, because people were not understanding, Aaliyah was 15 years old and she was alive. And that evidence was presented when she was alive. That was alive evidence, not at the age that she passed away. And not only that, guys, Aaliyah was Jane Doe number 1 because she was 15 and she was alive. And this crime occurred. And this is what I was trying to get the trolls or people who were being very disrespectful in my comment section when I started doing the Aaliyah videos regarding the trial and her being Jane Doe number 1. Now, as I explained, people were trying to say that R.Kelly didn't know anything about the bribe, therefore he had nothing to do with it. Bullshit. And I'm going to say this one more time and never again. R.Kelly knew he was going to marry Aaliyah, and he was in on it, okay? He was there, and have you ever heard guilty by association, okay? Now, he was convicted on all counts. And the count, people were trying to say that it was bribery, it had nothing to do with Aaliyah. You guys are incorrect, okay? We're gonna be respectful. Exploitation of children. He exploited her. That was included in the charge. So he's really getting double charged for Aaliyah, whether you guys believe it or not. However, I don't want to talk about the case anymore. I want to express something to you guys. Because people are saying, the R.Kelly supporters are constantly saying how these girls got on the stand and they lied. I like to share something with you guys. I'd like to share with you what the jury saw with their own eyes. This was not testimony from a victim. This was not hearsay. This was video evidence. And a very, very close source sent me this information. What the jury saw, and we don't care which alleged victim it was, imagine R.Kelly rubbing on one of their hairs on their head and then gripping his fingers, intertwining his fingers with her hair and twisting his hand, which twists her head and her neck, pulling her over to another location and holding her really hard and taking her over to a gentleman and telling her to perform oral sex on this man in a nasty, degrading way. This is past predatory behavior. I don't care what anyone says. So while you people are talking about these victims got on the stand and lied, the jury's seeing some really horrific things that R.Kelly did, and they see that it was R.Kelly on the video with these victims. What he did. Now, I just expressed one video that the witness seen with their own eyes. That's not a girlfriend. Anyway, I'm tired of trying to explain myself, but I was just giving you guys information on what the jury saw, what one of the pieces of evidence was that was presented to the jury during this trial. And so, back to the R.Kelly supporters. See, you people want to sit up here and say that Hollywood railroaded R.Kelly. R.Kelly was set up. He's going to be released like Bill Cosby. Always trying to compare somebody to somebody and make up excuses for their actions. I'm here to tell you about cause and effect. For every cause, if you make an ill cause, you're going to get ill effects. If you make bad causes, you will reap bad effects, no matter who you are. And karma has no deadline. Excuse me, guys, I'm stuffy. I have a cold. But thanks for listening. Now, once again, people want to say that R. Kelly was set up. He was railroaded by Hollywood. They're lying on him. He's innocent. Free R. Kelly, bring him home. Let me tell y'all something. Do you guys actually know what R. Kelly has done? Do you guys actually know that the feds have been following R. Kelly since the cousin was raped? The cousin will not press charges. The mom would not let her speak. And I believe that this woman is going to be courageous enough now that Robert will never rock the streets again. She's going to come out and tell her story. And once they get that child, because they're shielding this child, I hear. Once they get that child and they get the DNA from the child, R. Kelly will have more time. However, that is not what I came to express. People are saying and making all these excuses for Robert. Robert abused, allegedly molested and raped his own blood cousin. And this was before Aaliyah. In my opinion, he's truly the devil. And just imagine all of the other victims who have never came forward. My God, he's such a vile piece of fucking person. There are a lot of girls in Chicago that are victims and you guys don't even know their names, let alone have ever seen their faces. And you thought these were a lot of witnesses at that trial. There are a whole bunch of more. Now, if Aaliyah was alive, and this stuff is happening right now, and Aaliyah was subpoenaed, because she would have been, but she was subpoenaed. Okay? She was. But I'm saying if she was physically here and she was sent to court and she had to tell the whole truth and she spoke her truth just like those victims did, there will be no R. Kelly supporters. But because these are Jocelyn's or these are Azriel's or these are Geronda Pace and names that we only know because of R. Kelly in this situation. You have all of these R. Kelly supporters saying free R. Kelly. He matters. But if Aaliyah was on that stand as Jane Doe number 1, all of you fake ass R. Kelly supporters would have been rooting for Aaliyah and rooting for Robert to be under the jail cell. But what you guys were missing is that Aaliyah was involved in the case anyway. She was Jane Doe number 1. One more time for the one time. And so all of you fake R. Kelly supporters, really tell us what you feel about Aaliyah. She didn't matter. And Jocelyn doesn't matter. Azriel doesn't matter. And all of the other victims, including those young men, don't matter. Because they're not known. They're not celebrities. They're just people. What about R. Kelly's cousin? She was 14. What about Rashonda Landfair? She was 14. What about all of the other younger girls that we never even knew or will probably never even know about? They don't matter? Apparently not. And especially you guys showed yourself every time you say free R. Kelly, you are making Aaliyah out to be a liar, just like those victims who testified. Thank God that they were alive to do so. Aaliyah did testify. Aaliyah proved that R. Kelly married her when she was 15 years old. And Aaliyah also proved that R. Kelly had sexual contact with her when she was underage because he married her. And Aaliyah proved that from her grave in New York City, where she is buried and where this trial took place. and where Robert Sylvester Kelly was convicted on all charges. You guys can't tell me that the universe does not exist, because the spirit walks the universe. The spirit is free from the body. The spirit still makes moves out here. You just have to be able to have the eyes to see and the ears to hear, like I told you guys before. When I told you guys that Aaliyah's spirit is in this case, I meant it, because I felt it and I believed it and I manifested it, and it happened because I believed, really believed, from the depths of my soul, from the clutches of my heart, that Aaliyah was going to bring justice for what happened to her. And I don't give a damn what any of y'all got to say. Aaliyah proved that shit, and case closed. Because he was charged for that bribery for marrying her when she was 15. He knew she wasn't 18. And this proves, not only with Aaliyah, when you R.Kelly supporters are saying, free R.Kelly, he didn't do anything, he's gonna get an appeal. What about that cousin? She would probably be the same age that Aaliyah is today. I'm 41. Aaliyah's about 2 years older than me. Guys, understand what you say. When you are giving the guilty all of this pleasure and deservement, you make the innocent weaker. How dare you make the guilty strong and the innocent weaker? That's not real support. If R.Kelly was just a regular blowjo that you see on the news every day, because this happens every day in the black community. You have uncles molesting their nieces, molesting their own children, and you see it on the news, and you guys say all negative things. Lock them up, put them under the jail. But when it's a singer, and because his name is Robert Sylvester Kelly, R.Kelly, free him. And he did it to another celebrity. She was just a child. And Aaliyah's life mattered. And I am allegedly really starting to believe that Aaliyah was purposefully silenced. But Robert, you couldn't keep her silent, honey. Because she sent your ass up Schitt's Creek. Aaliyah did that, y'all. I don't care what none of y'all say. Aaliyah did her goddamn thing in New York. She's there. And she did it. Now y'all know what really pissed me off about Robert Sylvester Kelly, R.Kelly. The first time he got off, the way Carrie described and said, yeah, God got you off. God made you free. And R.Kelly turned around so arrogantly and stated to his brother Carrie, allegedly, oh, God didn't do that. I did that. So who did it now, Robert? Aaliyah did that. And so did the other victims. Aaliyah had her time and her voice. And Diane Hunt, we hope that you're so proud of your daughter because she got justice. And I said that Aaliyah was going to get justice. And so mote it be. She got justice. And so did all of the other victims. So R.Kelly supporters, I am in no way trying to convince you of anything. You should be ashamed of yourself. And I notice there are a lot of R.Kelly supporters that come into my comment section. You don't even have a real profile picture of yourself. You can't even be true to who you are because you're talking behind a computer, behind a blank profile. And it says a lot about your character. You're a blank person with a blank brain. To all of the supporters that believed in my commentary, your spirit has added on and made Aaliyah's spirit strong enough to bring this guilty verdict. I will let you guys know there will not be an appeal. R.Kelly has gotten what he's going to get. Now, this is the tricky part. The number of years, I want y'all to remember I said this first, it's going to be significant to Aaliyah in some kind of way. Watch what I tell y'all. Now, I don't want to scare you because Aaliyah is going to send a sign that work was done. Okay? And that means now she can rest. That's all. She can rest now. The job was done. So she can go back and rest.
Hey guys, thanks for watching my video. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell.